We knew we had a formation we could get them into the right coverage we wanted, and kind of ran a double move with Malachi. And Malachi did a great job. Austin put the ball in the perfect spot. Ball actually carried 64 yards in the air. I mean, he let that ball go and hit Malachi in stride. Unfortunately, Malachi got dropped at the half-yard line, but LC did the rest. So, it was something that was a point of emphasis for us, was to try to score early and obviously get a stop early.
So another big game from Chambers too, Coach, and we talk about him, it seems like, every week, and he comes up with his best game of the year. This is his 5th 100-yard game, and, of course, we're a week removed now, but he was named the player of the week in the conference, and appropriately so for his performance, and he was outstanding. And, we've talked about the offensive line a lot too, and they deserve a lot of credit as well, both in pass protection but also doing a good job of blocking for him. But 185 yards, 24 carries, 3 touchdowns. A pretty ridiculous day for him.
Well, Landon's a workhorse, and he's done a great job all year, but specifically probably this 4-game stretch has been very impressive, to be able to go 4 straight games at 100 yards and as many times as he touched the ball. Just a unique, kid that can play 3 downs from the backfield. But he's done a great job. He's got a great attitude. I mean, the kid practices super hard. I would say that, our running back room probably practices as hard as any position group on the team. And we're going to get a chance to talk to Chapman McCown here in a second, who's in that running back room. I mean, so that starts in practice. And I talk to our guys all the time. If you want to play well on Saturdays, you've got to practice like you want to play. And so I've been very impressed and pleased with what Landon's been able to do, not only in just the run game, but also his pass protection and also catching the ball in the backfield. But again, don't let it go unnoticed at how well our offensive line's been coming together and playing as well.
Yeah, Chapman, his best performance as a Bear as well in this game, 8 for 45, and no negative yards. And there weren't a lot of negative yards in general, none really for the running backs, just 1 negative yard overall. But certainly an impressive performance in the run game. Great job in the passing game. And Pollard, another big play for him. He only had 1 catch, Coach, but he made the most of it, 76 yards for a touchdown.
Good average.
Yeah, pretty ridiculous. So defensively, Coach, and we've been talking a lot about this. This is really a combination of both offense and defense, but you won the turnover battle, and you won it 3-zip.
Yeah.
And that may be the first time this year that's happened. In fact, I'm sure it is. You get a couple of picks. Mark got 1, and then you got 1 from Sean Smith, too. So you get a fumble recovery, but a lot of good things happening there, and then you guys play clean football on your side with offense, too.
Well, again, we're going to be on the road again this week at West Georgia, and one of the recipes to winning a game on the road is the turnover margin. And so to come out of the game 3-0 in the turnover game is huge. I know we put a point of emphasis on 1, protecting the ball on offense, but 2, creating and manufacturing turnovers on defense. And, I can't rave enough, and we've talked at length about what Coach Williams is doing. I've told people just let him do what he does.
Trust the process.
Trust the process. I mean, he's going to get these guys right. He's a special coach, and again, he promotes and coaches the heck out of turnovers, and hopefully you'll continue to see more and more of that as the season goes on.
Well, you're playing a team this week in West Georgia, and they've done a lot of things well. 5 games in a row they win to open the season, and now they've lost 3 in a row. But the one thing about that team is that they have been sort of susceptible to turning the ball over. Yeah. 17 on the season. I know you'd like to get a few more on Saturday.
Yeah, it's a weird team to put a pin on. I mean, they start the season out obviously when in a bang. I mean, I think they got ranked as high as 18th, 17th, 18th in the country. Started the year out 5-0. Now they didn't have a money game in there, so it was all FCS wins. But to me, quality wins. Beat East Tennessee State, beat Nichols, beat Southern Utah. I mean, you can go down the list. I mean, a quality non-conference schedule as well. So then they kind of hit the bulk of their schedule. And, you're seeing Abilene, you're seeing Tarleton, you're seeing Austin Peay. Not that those games haven't been close games that they could have won. But, again, it's a story of 2 seasons for them right now. I mean, we've caught them right here on the back end of a 3-game losing streak. Hopefully they're feeling desperate. Hopefully we've got them in a good spot, a vulnerable spot possibly. But, again, they're well coached. Their coaching staff does a great job. I mean, look, West Georgia's in a recruiting hotbed there in Carrollton. I mean, you can draw a circle within 100 miles and get more athletes that you can shake a stick at. So they're going to be difficult. They're well coached. And, again, I think they're looking to avenge that 3-game losing streak this week. So we're going to have to play good.
All right, well, let's talk to Mark Dorsey.
Oh, yeah.
In a second. He set the tone of the game the other day. We'll see if he can set the tone for the show tonight. How about that?
Oh, he's going to set the tone.
I like it. Well, anyway, we'll talk to him in just a second. Stay tuned. We are at Walk-Ons in Conway. And, again, the place to be tonight. Got a good crowd on hand, but it's a great night for sports watching, and it's a great night to talk about a Bears win. Looking forward to this Saturday. It's an earlier start than usual this week. Bears are going to kick it off at 2 o'clock Eastern, 1 o'clock Central. Our pregame show will come to you at noon. Stick around. We'll talk more about the win and look ahead to the Wolves as we continue on the Nathan Brown Show tonight here from Walk-Ons in Conway.
It's game time at Fairfield Inn & Suites in Conway, located 3 miles from the University of Central Arkansas campus, and they are ready to play ball. Fairfield Inn has been taking care of Bear fans for over a decade now as a proud partner of UCA Athletics, and you can get the UCA rate today by visiting UCAsports.com and clicking the Fairfield Inn & Suites link at the bottom of the page, or call 501-505-8034. Go Bears!
Setting a new workout goal? Post-workout recovery is a lot sweeter when you fuel up with rich, delicious Highland Dairy chocolate milk. Packed with the nutrients you need to re-energize, including protein, calcium, and potassium, chocolate milk is a tasty treat at the end of your hard workout. Find a money-saving coupon at highlanddairy.com/chocolate. Highland, locally made, naturally delicious.
Walk-Ons starts every dish from scratch and only uses fresh ingredients to bring their mouth-watering Cajun cuisine to life. Whether you're there for dinner with the family, date night, cocktails with the girls, or to watch the UCA Bears on the big screen, Walk-Ons is always happy to share their Louisiana culture with you. Walk-Ons, game day with a taste of Louisiana.
At Moix RV, customer service isn't just their motto, it's their legacy. Since 1976, they've been dedicated to providing exceptional experiences, not just selling RVs. They hear you. Words are easy, actions speak louder. That's why Moix RV has invested millions in expanding their service bays across Conway, Springdale, and Hot Springs. But service bays are just tools. It's their passionate team that truly makes the difference. Their team isn't just knowledgeable, they're tenured. Visit them today in Conway, Springdale, or Hot Springs, and let's get you rolling.
HD Roofing and Construction, proud to be Central Arkansas owned and operated, offering free inspections, insurance claims assistance, a huge product selection and the highest standards in Arkansas. Whether it's minor repairs or a full roof replacement for your commercial or residential property, they'll provide you with quality materials, craftsmanship warranties, and cost-effective solutions. Call today, 501-428-0429, or get a quote at hdarkansas.com. HD Roofing, proud to be the official roofing partner of UCA Athletics.
If you have a question or comment for the Head Bear, send Justin a message on Twitter at JustinAcre7. Now, back to the Nathan Brown Show, presented by Walk-Ons Sports Bistro in Conway, 955 South Amity Road, on the Buzz Radio Network.
Bears are going to pass on first down. Austin Meyer stepping up, wants it all, going down the sideline, has a man. Henry at the 5, into the end zone. Touchdown, Central Arkansas. Malachi Henry. Bears go big on their first play from scrimmage, and they make that struggling Lion defense pay. Let's go. Well, we were excited for a moment, and then we found out marked down just short of the end zone. Didn't last long, though. That was the first Chambers touchdown, and we'll hear that a little bit later on that we got after that, Coach. So, but again, a very effective play call, and I've got to talk to my producer back in the studio. We got to get more of these defensive plays stuck in there. I don't have a Mark Dorsey interception. I don't have a Mark Dorsey sack and fumble.
Well, they happened.
But we know it did. Set the tone on offense. You heard that, but it was all started by the defense, and we are joined now by Mark Dorsey, who has had, when he's been around, has been very impactful, the senior from Shaw, Mississippi. Welcome. How are you?
I'm great. How are you? Thanks for having me.
It's great to have you. And you've been a playmaker. You know, you started out the season taking it back to Missouri game, and you were flashing early. It's like, Mark Dorsey is making plays. And then all of a sudden, there's no more Mark Dorsey. So what happened that first game?
I was dealing with a hamstring, so it was on the play. Man, I don't even know how to explain it, but I kind of hyperextended my leg and went down. So I'm back now. I'm healthy.
Yeah, no doubt. That's a nagging one, right? I mean, that lasts for a while, and you were out for a few weeks with that.
Yes, sir.
I mean, that had to be frustrating just to be – I mean, you had to feel you were probably pretty close a couple times, too, along the way, I would think.
Yes, sir.
So you're back now. You get your first pick and a sack. I mean, that was a lot of fun the other day. You guys – we talked about it last week. We saw it kind of coming late in the Lamar game, and it's kind of build, and you guys are I don't want to say peaking at the right time, but you're certainly trending at the right time, Mark. Defensively, we've talked a lot about the last couple of weeks about Coach Williams' defense and the challenges of learning it, understanding it, and executing it. Do you guys feel like you're kind of making some strides there and getting there?
Oh yeah, I feel like we're making great strides. Like you said, I feel like we're trending in the right direction, and it's only gonna get better.
What are the keys to his defense for you at your position?
Basically, man, just knowing the call, going out there to execute every play, and everybody have to do their part.
Did you know before the game he was going to turn you loose on the first play?
I didn't think it was gonna be the first play, but I knew it was coming. And we actually ran the same play, the first play versus Utah Tech, but it didn't work. But last week we got to execute.
Yeah. So what are you thinking as you're running free to the quarterback? What are you thinking about?
I know I was going to make a play.
Yeah.
I'll tell you what I was thinking, because I had the perfect view of it. And I'm like, just get there as the guys throw, because I was thinking strip sack is what I was thinking, and obviously that's what happened.
Right.
But I was thinking, man, just because I know how fast Mark is, and I was thinking, man, just make this guy hold it a click, and he did a great job. What I like is Mark didn't hit him high, Mark didn't hit him low, Mark hit him right, like you coach it. I mean, right square in the back. And as a quarterback, I mean, he had, to his blind side, he had no clue that it was even coming.
Yeah.
I mean, it was executed to perfection.
Yeah. So who covers your guy on the backside when you're coming in there?
Bounds safety.
Okay.
Win.
All right. Well, it all worked out great. So, I mean, have you ever seen a ball fly that far after you hit somebody? I've never seen it like
I where the ball was.
It was over on the UNA bench. Yeah. It was wild. I've never seen anything quite like it. What'd you see on the pick? Tell me about that play.
On the pick, basically it was a man coverage, and basically I'm playing in the boundary. So as he was running his route, like there's only so many routes you can run at that moment, and I undercut it, and I got my ass back on the ball, and I made a play. And I wish I would have stayed on my feet, though.
Yeah, well, it would have been nice, but hey, we like the pick. So, one of the things Coach came out at halftime, and when he was talking to Steve-O, we were like, oh, Coach is going to be in a great mood. Things are rolling the Bears' direction. He was on edge. He was stressed out. He did not want to come back. So tell me what the locker room was like at halftime. There was definitely, I got to think, a speech of urgency and don't take anything for granted, right?
Yeah, the energy was great. I know we were winning pretty good, but Coach Brown was on his heart about not coming out of halftime and letting them get back in the game. So we had to stay on the gas.
So the back end, I mean, we were expecting that part of the defense especially to be a strong part of it. Now, obviously, when the guys up front make things happen, it makes it easier on y'all. But tell me about the group on the back end, the defensive backfield. How's that group as far as, the relationships and how you guys are sort of cohesive?
We're pretty tight. We're pretty tight back end. I feel like we're molded together. And with that playing together, what we got to do doing our 111 on the back end, everything will work out.
You guys faced some adversity early, Mark. You guys have been through it a little bit. But again, like we said, you fought through it, and it seems like you got things kind of going your direction now. What was it like the first few weeks when you guys were trying to kind of find your footing a little bit?
I feel like it was kind of unexpected, but I feel like as weeks went on, everybody was kind of buying in and realized we had something good and something special. We can do some great things this year.
Yeah. Tell me about your hometown. Where's Shaw?
Shaw, Mississippi is in the Delta. If you know where Greenville is,
yep,
it's in the middle of Greenville and Cleveland, Mississippi.
Okay. So how far is your drive home from here?
3 hours.
Okay, that's not bad.
Not bad at all.
So what kind of, you get family? They be able to come up for the games and stuff?
Yeah, my family make every game.
He's got an unbelievable family. Okay. Unbelievable family. But I'll tell you this, Shaw, Mississippi, if you blink, you will pass it. You will miss it. I mean,
what's our population over there these days, you think? Is there a sign on the edge of town?
It's probably about 1,500.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Where was your high school like?
I went to the same school, K through 12. McEvans, pretty small.
What classification were you guys?
We were 1A.
Okay.
Yep.
How'd you guys do? Did you have a good team or?
Yeah, we had a great team.
Oh, great team. Let's go. How much did you guys win state or did you guys go to the?
We did not win state. But the year after I left, they went to state, but they lost. But
okay.
We were a good team.
Gotcha. All right. You laid the foundation.
Yeah.
I like that.
It was already laid.
Okay. You picked it up and went with it. Okay. What did you play other sports growing up?
No. I ran track, but only football.
Okay. Well, track counts. I mean, did you run track all through high school?
I didn't have a junior season, but I had a track season during the spring.
Okay.
So, yeah, I actually did.
All right.
9 through 12, I did.
What was your best event?
I say the 100-meter, but I like the 4x2.
Okay. I like the 4x2 also.
Yeah.
Mark can fly.
Yeah.
He he's one of those guys that if our track coaches saw him run or a 40 or something, they would probably go, "Who's that guy?"
Yeah.
I mean, he's got some God-given twitch when it comes to just running and moving, and some of the things he can do is pretty impressive.
Yeah. Did you ever play offense?
Yeah, I did. I played quarterback my senior year.
Is that right? Okay.
Yes,
Well, I was going to say because, we give these D-backs a hard time, but, sometimes you guys don't catch too good back there. But you made a nice play the other day.
Well, I'll tell you this. Some of our best DBs, Trey Smith, I mean, we've had some of our best DBs have been former quarterbacks.
Yeah.
I mean, and if you're at Shaw, if you're where he's from, they're going to put their best athlete and they're going to snap him the football.
It's usually a good move. Talking to Mark Dorsey tonight on the Nathan Brown Show here at Walk-Ons. What kind of offense did you guys run?
I don't even know how to explain our offense, man.
Catch the ball and run.
Give it to Mark and get out of the way.
Yep. Go to the sideline. Hey, throw this 9 around right here.
Pretty basic
When
offense.
we
You
get
tell
some
me.
power, snap the ball. Hey, you running.
Did you have any other college guys? I mean, D1 guys that played with you?
I did, but that was after me.
Okay.
Yeah, the class
Gotcha.
after me, Omarion Blake with the Alcorn.
How'd you end up over here?
I went to junior college. I went to Kahoma Community College. Like the end of the season, I got a call from Coach Scott, and he offered me. I got over here on my visit. I liked it, and decided to make my new home.
What'd you like about Conway?
I love everything about Conway.
Yeah. Okay. Well, that's good. Can't go wrong there. Did you order yet tonight?
Yeah, I did.
You got to go to here at Walk-Ons. What do you like?
I won't say I have a go-to, but I'll get the lemon butter chicken or I'll get the pasta. That was my two.
Okay. You pretty healthy eater?
You can say that.
I'll say it. That's good. What are you weighing these days? What do you weigh?
Right now, I'm probably about 170.
Okay.
I just look like it, though.
I like it. Well, listen, great game the other day. Keep it up this week. Excited about it. I mean, you guys are going to be like, I don't know, you don't get like frequent flyer miles, but my gosh, I feel like we've been on the road the entire season. How's it been for you guys?
Man. Hey, this is what we do.
This is what we do.
I like
This is
it.
what we do.
That's
Good
it.
answer.
Well, there's wins all over, right? You can go get them more all over the place, right?
Oh, yeah, bass when we roll. We got two.
It's
We
good.
got to keep chopping, though.
Absolutely. I like it. Well, good. Good luck this week, Mark. Appreciate it.
Thank you.
All right, Mark Dorsey,
Great
good
job,
stuff.
Mark.
Awesome. Very good. You got a good group back there, Coach. I like these good personalities and guys. I mean, really can go. I mean, you guys have recruited really well as far as the athleticism goes on the defensive back front, which is pretty important, obviously. But you got a lot of guys back there that can make plays.
Yeah, I mean, Mark's a playmaker, and it's kind of unfortunate for him this year that he went down and lost a couple games with the hamstring. Mark's a defensive back, so Mark's built like a thoroughbred. I mean, you've got those hamstring quads. I mean, he's twitched up. So when you get a little chink in your armor for a guy like him that plays the position he plays, it can be frustrating. And I know he was frustrated for a couple weeks and all that. But man, he showed what he can be on Saturday. And I think you look at this last 5-game stretch of the season, Mark Dorsey's going to have to come up big for us, along with a lot of defensive backs, but specifically him at the corner position, so we can lock him up, man coverage, and know that we got things taken care of.
We've seen a lot of guys mix in. Is it rest or is it by coverage, or how do you guys decide on the back end?
Probably a little of both. I mean, look, we know what we got in Dude and Dylan. It's good to get those guys a break and rest at times, but I think a lot of it is strategy too. I mean, Coach Williams, he runs a pro-style defense. He's going to put you in a position to succeed and what he thinks best during that situation.
All right, we're going to flip over and talk some offense with Chapman McCown. Again, another big game from Landon Chambers, but Chapman, his best game as a Bear, 8 for 45 the other day. Now second on the team with 170 rush yards on the season. So we will visit with the Norman, Oklahoma native, former Sooner, coming up after the break. Stick around. Nathan Brown Show continues from Walk-Ons at Conway after this.
It's game time at Fairfield Inn and Suites in Conway, located 3 miles from the University of Central Arkansas campus, and they are ready to play ball. Fairfield Inn has been taking care of Bear fans for over a decade now as a proud partner of UCA Athletics, and you can get the UCA rate today by visiting UCAsports.com and clicking the Fairfield Inn and Suites link at the bottom of the page, or call 501-505-8034. Go Bears!
HD Roofing and Construction, proud to be Central Arkansas owned and operated, offering free inspections, insurance claims assistance, a huge product selection and the highest standards in Arkansas. Whether it's minor repairs or a full roof replacement for your commercial or residential property, they'll provide you with quality materials, craftsmanship warranties, and cost-effective solutions. Call today, 501-428-0429, or get a quote at hdarkansas.com. HD Roofing, proud to be the official roofing partner of UCA Athletics.
Setting a new workout goal? Post-workout recovery is a lot sweeter when you fuel up with rich, delicious Highland Dairy chocolate milk. Packed with the nutrients you need to re-energize, including protein, calcium, and potassium, chocolate milk is a tasty treat at the end of your hard workout. Find a money-saving coupon at highlanddairy.com/chocolate. Highland, locally made, naturally delicious.
Family owned and operated since 1976, Moix RV represents the finest recreational vehicle manufacturers at clear see-through prices. This means no prep fees, no additional freight, free battery, free propane, and comprehensive free training on your new camper. And Moix RV is home to Camp Moix, a free camping club organizing events throughout the year. All of these things show Moix's commitment to being a customer service company that happens to sell RVs. 1213 Collier Drive in Conway, and let us show you true value. Walk-Ons starts every dish from scratch and only uses fresh ingredients to bring their mouth-watering Cajun cuisine to life. Whether you're there for dinner with the family, date night, cocktails with the girls, or to watch the UCA Bears on the big screen, Walk-Ons is always happy to share their Louisiana culture with you. Walk-Ons, game day with a taste of Louisiana.
You're listening to The Nathan Brown Show, presented by Walk-Ons Sports Bistro in Conway, where everything is made from scratch, bringing Cajun cuisine to life. Now, back to Coach Brown and Justin on the Buzz Radio Network.
There's going to play action and look over the middle. Going big ball down the right sideline, man-to-man. Pollard going to go up. He got it at the 30. He's off to the races. He is going to score. Holy cow. He turned around, jumped up, and snatched it away for the defensive back. A 76-yard touchdown for the Bears. Oh, my goodness. Holy cow, Pollard. Wow. Got a few of those this year. Welcome back to Walk-Ons. We were blown away. I love that. Little underthrown ball. He comes back, and it was a 50-50 ball, which are now 70-30 balls, Coach, with Pollard and Arley.
Yeah, I mean, I would say definitely 70-30 on either a catch or a PI happening.
Yeah.
Right? I mean.
Well, that was as good a catch as we've seen all year, and there were a bunch of them in the game the other day. But that was a lot of fun. And honestly, like when it went up, I was like, oh, this might get intercepted. And I was like, nah, he'll probably get it. It's just ridiculous. He has been incredible. What a nose for the football. And again, I'm very wary of putting anybody on par with a couple of the greats we've had in recent history, but he's getting in the conversation. I will tell you right now.
He's doing a good job.
Yeah, run game was phenomenal too. And before we talk to Chapman here, I want to talk to you a little bit about what you talked to your offensive line about. You want to go big ball, and if they get pressure, it doesn't do any good. If you got a guy loose, if you can't get the ball to him, there's a lot of pressure on those guys to hold up so these deeper routes get developed.
Well, a lot of people don't think about that. They think, well, he's got single coverage, just catch the snap and get it in the air. Well, a lot of these plays are developing down the field, 30, 40 yards down the field. So what does that mean? You've got to, a lot of times that quarterback's taking a 3-step or a 5-step drop, coming to balance twice, and so, if you're doing that, you're talking 3.5, 4 seconds of blocking time with our offensive line, tight ends, and even running backs in certain protections. They got to understand that, and they've done a great job of that. They've done a good job of keeping, at least last Saturday, of keeping Austin, clean and upright, and obviously he did a great job executing passes down the field. And we're such a more potent offense when we're able to drive the football down the field. It just opens up the run game. It opens up so much more. So we've got to continue to expand on that.
Absolutely. Well, let's bring in Chapman McCown, who is, as we mentioned, going into the break, a native of Norman, Oklahoma, and started out his career at Oklahoma, and now is a proud Bear and had his best game as a Bear the other day. Welcome. How are you?
I'm good. I'm blessed to be here, and I'm blessed to be a Bear. And thank you guys for having me.
Well, I'm going to start with that. You said blessed twice in your opening here. So on your Twitter account, it says right here, Coach, Jesus Freak, running back at UCA. It looks like you got your priorities in order. Running back is not your first priority.
No, absolutely not. Jesus Christ is obviously my Lord and Savior, and every time I step on the field, I'm doing it purely for Him and nobody else.
One of your pictures on Twitter is you running down the tracks. We were talking about Mark's prowess in track and field. You a 100-meter guy too?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Did you run some indoor too? You look like a 60-meter guy. Must have been bad.
I did. I ran the 60-meter, took second in state, and that was definitely my race for sure.
You want to see my surprise face? I don't have one there. I'm not the least bit surprised by that at all, actually. So you are a guy that's got to make up for your stature a little bit. You're a strong guy, though,
yes,
and a speedy guy. I'm guessing you've probably been doubted most of your life as far as your ability goes because you're not the biggest dude out there.
Absolutely. I've been told by numerous amounts of coaches that I wouldn't be able to make it at this level, and I wouldn't be able to take the hits or whatever it might be. And Coach Brown obviously believed in me from the second I entered the transfer portal. And so far I've been very blessed to have a healthy season, and I pray that it continues to go forward in that direction. But it's been awesome to play here, and I'm just looking forward to do anything I can to bring value to the team.
Yeah, I would put a kind of a billboard out, Coach, and it's like, if you're a running back who's very talented and maybe a little bit small in stature, let me introduce you to my friend Derek Powell. We got a place for you over here.
Absolutely.
You know what I mean? So, how about your journey through Oklahoma? A lot of kids don't want to stay close to home like that. Tell me about your journey to Oklahoma and how it sort of came about to come here.
Yes, sir. So I wasn't highly recruited out of high school. Like you said, a lot of coaches didn't believe in me. Just looking at me, that I didn't really pass the eye test. OU did take a chance on me, and so I was blessed to explore that opportunity. And I had a great couple years there. I have no complaints, and I truly love everybody on staff there, and I love those guys. But I wanted to be able to bring value to a team and be able to make my mark on the field. And obviously, I learned a lot at OU. I took a lot of punt return reps while I was there, catching thousands of punts, and that was something I really didn't do in high school. And so, I feel like everything I did there prepared me for my opportunity here, and I'm blessed that it was able to work out for me here. But it was definitely an experience, and I'm glad that I can bring value here.
Well, you have been a real key cog because we've been looking for some sparks in the special teams, and you've been a guy you've been put back at punt returner that's had some good moments. Now, Coach, when you're not around, tells me, pretty sure I broke a couple of those all the way. But
I'll tell him that. I'll tell him that to his face too.
You keep putting yourself in position. Eventually, one of those is going to go to the house. So, what are you thinking about on a punt return? That's a special position. I mean, there's a lot of difficult jobs in football, but